Hello, everybody. This is Thomas Vose. I'm the director here at the Ruth Enloe Library of Garrett County. And it's National Library Week once again. And as part of it, I wanted to share with you a few books that were kind of formative for me growing up. And that in the hopes that someday some of you might be interested in seeing them too. So today I brought The Book of Weird by Barbara Nynde Byfield. It was written back in 1973. And I found this book a long time ago in my elementary school library. And one look at it, and especially the subtitle, let me read the subtitle to you. The Book of Weird, being a most desirable lexicon of the fantastical, wherein kings and dragons, trolls and vampires, to say nothing of elves and gnomes, queens, knaves, and werewolves, are made manifest, and many, many further revelations of the mystical order of things are brought to light. Now you can imagine the impression something like that would make on an elementary school kid, but it's been a great book for ever, as far as I can remember. And so I was going to share an entry with you to kind of give you a flavor of what it's all about. It's got this great kind of vague grandiosity to it. And so I hope you catch some of that in this entry here. It's basically an encyclopedia of a whole bunch of different things, from castles, damsels, dames, and dowagers, elves and fairies, giants, landscapes, all sorts of interesting things. And it's well illustrated too by Barbara Byfield. And so I'm going to read to you today the entry on buried treasure. It gives you kind of a flavor of how it's written. So, buried treasure is anything valuable, not only to the owner, but to the finder, which must be left behind and is put in a hidden place for safekeeping. A dog's bone is buried treasure, but only to another dog. And by the same token, pirate's gold is no treasure at all to one seeking the lost crown and regalia of an ancient line of kings. By and large, a map is necessary to the finding of the treasure. The origins of the map will be rather obscure, and it should be purchased in a dingy shop on a waterfront, if it is not given to you by someone about to die. The map will properly be explicit in some things, and obscure in others. It will only take you so far. The number of paces from one point to another may be listed precisely. If so, the nature of the points may be omitted, and you must determine them yourself. Once you have arrived at the general location of the treasure, there will be found inklings and indications not included on the map. A blue flame may flicker above the cache. The setting or rising sun may, at a precise moment on one day of the year, the day you happen to be there, strike the keyhole of the door in the mountain which leads to the vault. The church bell, which has not been sounded for an era, may, upon being rung, set up revealing vibrations in the iron ring of the trapdoor, hidden beneath centuries of moss. The shadow of the great oak may fall on the location of the proper place to dig. There is one thing a dead man can do better than a live one, and that is guard buried treasure. Beware traps, the mummy's curse, the rock slide, the lantern extinguished by a spectral breath. So yeah, like I said, it's got this grandiose wording to it, but it also kind of assumes that all of the things that it's talking about are true, and it's just wonderfully written. So I highly recommend it to anybody who's interested in fantasy, and yeah, so that would be my selection for the day, and I hope you enjoyed it. And again, if you have any interest in joining in on this, please feel free to contact us here at the library with selections that you liked over the years that made you who you are. Anyway, thank you very much, and we'll see you next time.